Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. You are in my kitchen in Queens where I make curry. Wait a minute. Today I am not making curry. It's just too hot to cook, and so we are not making any curry. However, I do have to go to a potluck where I have to bring dessert. So I figured, hey, if I'm going to make a dessert, obviously I'm the queen of shortcuts, so it's going to be an easy peasy dessert. But I was scratching my head figuring out what am I going to make for dessert that's not going to make me need to stand in the kitchen for too long. And so I'm going to do a dessert which is based off of many components. And one of the components that is going to be made today is jelly, right? So a lot of you who are halal have asked, what jelly should we use? If you follow halal, then obviously you don't eat every kind of jello, because sometimes it has gelatin from pork bones, so obviously it's not halal. The brand that I'm going to use today is called Ahmad, and it's from Pakistan. You can get it easily in an Indian grocery store. The good thing about this brand is that it's an instant set. It's very different from the way jello is made when you buy the jello brand, because in that you have to combine hot water and cold water. And this one, it's only hot water, and it sets at room temperature. So the dessert that I'm going to take is going to be a vermicelli kheer, and I'm going to be making the mixed fruit jello, plus I'm going to be chopping fresh mangoes and creating layers of it, right? I'll also share with you some options for your parties. If you're going to do parties, like when I do my caterings, I make little dessert cups like this, and how you can layer different things or add different colors of jello to make it happen, right? So this doesn't really call for too much. You don't have to cook anything. All we need is boiling water. Let me just flip the camera so y'all can see what's going on. You need a cup measure, which is going to be 350 ml, which comes to around here. So each packet needs about 350 mils of boiling water. I did not boil the water on the stove. You know what? Ain't nobody got time for that. It's too hot. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my electric kettle and fill this up to 350. So that I'll have just the right quantity that it says. This is transparent marking, so it's a little hard to read for me. That's why I have to hold it up against the light so I can actually see it. So just don't mess up the measurements. You're going to be fine. I'm going to make 2 packets, but I'm not making both of them at the same time. Okay, I'm going to make them one by one so you can see what the process is, and then that way you'll get to see it twice over. This is the entire packet. This is 1 packet of jello. This is 350 mils of boiling water. If you don't have a whisk, use a fork and literally just mix it in nicely. Dissolve it so that you can't see any more granules. Hello to everybody that's tuning in. Welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. I appreciate you guys. I know it's hot, really hot in New York where we are right now, but if this can save you from taking dessert to a party and not having to cook, just knowing how to make jello, if you can boil water, you should be able to make this. It's really not that complicated. You can also pair this with ice cream from the store, like just supermarket ice cream from Baskin Robbins, whatever. I'm doing the mixed fruit version. They have really good flavors. They have mango, they have pineapple, they have all kinds of things, right? So yeah, so if you have any questions, I'm not a dessert chef. I only do mostly savory stuff. So I find this super easy. We're feeding a party of 13 or 15 today where I'm going. So, so basically this is done. That's all you do. And I like to strain it so that if there are any granules that are undissolved, then they should be caught in the strainer. If you don't have a strainer, you can use a cheesecloth or just stir it for longer to ensure that there are no undissolved granules. You can see there is hardly any undissolved granules in here. So 1 batch is done, and you can go in and literally just pop some of these bubbles. They're harmless. Okay, so you can actually make your jello in something like this so that when you cut it, it'll be nice chunky cubes. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the second package. All the instructions for making this actually come with the package, but it's a little hard to find. I'll show you exactly where the instructions are for this one, okay? Hold on one second. Let me get this process going. Because I'm basically trying to put the jello for worth of 2 packets into one bowl. Right now, if you're doing multicolored jellos, then you want to set them separately. And also, if you go to these fancy stores where they have these fancy desserts, how they have jello different colors and different layers, how they do it is they allow one layer to settle and then they pour the second color on top. So that's the way to keep them distinct without the colors mixing in together. I'm making 2 cups only because I feel like 1 cup might not be enough. And so when it's done, all you're going to do is just take a sharp knife and literally just cut through it like that and plop it over, loosen the edges with the knife and stick it right into the serving dish or on top of the ice cream that you're serving, or just make a shooter or whatever you want to do. If you're making jello shots, then you can actually put them in shot glasses and put cling wrap on it and then freeze it. Not freeze it, refrigerate it. But this jello also sets on room temperature, so you don't necessarily always need to stick it in the fridge for many hours. It's a very different kind of setting that this has. So there's still some granules in here. Hello. I'm just going to say quickly a quick hello to Sonia Diaz, Tim Pereira. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Bri Fry, Makoa Chris Johnson, Rosa Robinson, Queen Mommy. Oh, what a sweet name, Queen Mommy. Richard Wong, hello, and welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. If you have any questions about what you're seeing today, definitely drop it in the comments below. If you're just joining in, feel free to check out my Facebook page, Queen's Curry Kitchen, where I will be saving this live so you can watch it on the replay at any time, whenever you feel like it. Nate, Sandra, Bebish, Kibete, welcome. Okay, so we are making this mixed fruit jelly. I'm going to quickly show you. Let's say you're making it for a party and you want individual servings. You're going to use something like this. This is plastic. It comes from Amazon. And then you can just fill it up to whatever level you want. Pardon the mess that I'm making. Right? So I'm going to do these for my house. And then the rest of it is going to go back into this bowl. Wait, there's still some undissolved stuff right over here. Gonna give it a good stir. Some people that are vegetarian only like to use agar, and that's okay. It's a grass. That's what I hear, that it's a grass. I don't know. I've never worked with agar, so I can't speak for it. But if you don't want to use any kind of jello, you can use that. Okay, so see, this one had some undissolved crystals and those are caught into the sieve. That's cool. These are going to set just like this. I don't need to cover them. I don't need to refrigerate them. I will definitely wipe down the sides of it because I don't want those gelatinous bubbles hanging on the side. So in order to do that, all you're going to do is just go in with a paper towel and just clean up the sides. So any pretty desserts that you're making, make sure that the sides are nice and pretty, because that's where all of your craftsmanship is visible, correct? Yeah, so just give it a good wipe around it, just clean around it to make sure there are no, right? So these are done already. This is the big bowl, and these things, these little things, they actually come with their own lid, which you can plop on. I won't do it now because they're too hot right now. This is going to take about 20 minutes and it's going to be done, right? So when you're pressed for time and you have to take a dessert to a party, but you are really pressed for time, and or you don't have the skills or the abilities or the time to do an elaborate dessert, see, the jello is already setting. If you see like how gelatinous this is, can you see the jello? The jelly is already forming. Like it's already like a jam consistency. So it's really a quick set one. The brand is called Ahmad, and it's a halal jello. So if you are halal and you don't eat regular jello from the supermarket or the jello brand, just read very carefully, especially if you're going to different countries. because sometimes the food labeling is not the same. Okay, now if you want to get instructions on how to make it, number one, you can save this video and come back to it whenever you want. Number two, if you open the package, there are instructions right here in English of how to do it, right? So they have in different languages: German, Arabic, German, French, and Dutch, I think. Okay, so these are all here, but these are all in English. So you can literally follow it for the instructions and you can do it. And that's how you make a super easy jello. Now, the ways you can combine this is you can make custard at home. You can top this with custard. You can put this on top of ice cream and add fresh fruits. You can add a can of fruit cocktail and ice cream and this. You can add vermicelli, kheer. The vermicelli that I'm gonna be making with the milk to complete this dessert is called this. It's called Doodh Dulari. I've never really used this brand before. This is also from Ahmed. And basically it's a combination of little vermicelli. This package has all the vermicelli and the custard powder, and basically you have to just add it to milk. I don't know. Ooh, it already says jelly sachet inside, so I don't really even need to buy this separately. Interesting. Okay, well, now I know. I've never used this one before, but if you follow my page and stay tuned to my stories, I'll be able to show you what the finished dessert ended up looking like. I just will not be making it yet because it requires boiling the milk and, you know, stirring it for long periods of time, cooling it, and then making it, which I thought was going to not be possible for me to do on the live right now. I do have to jump into my meditation class. But I just wanted to do this quick one for you. Let me show it to you again. If you missed it, definitely follow my Facebook page and catch the replay there. This is going to cool, and like in the next 20 minutes or so, this will be ready. This is the jello that we made. The brand we used is Ahmed. This is not a sponsored post. I just needed to come on and do something that was halal and suitable for everybody. I don't know what the source of this gelatin is, but it's definitely not pork gelatin. Also, if you are vegan, then you can use the agar, which is completely a plant source instead of being any kind of animal source. Okay, so that's our video for today. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody tuned in. If you're not following my page, definitely give it a follow. I'm a chef. I live in New York City. I make Indian food. I make curry in my kitchen, and I live in Queens. So Queens Curry Kitchen is the name of the brand. Just give your girl a follow. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment. If you have any questions specific to Indian food, definitely drop it in the comments or send me a DM. If there's any specific recipes that you want to see, let me know. I'll be happy to make it for you on the live. Okay, so just a quick acknowledgement to everybody that's tuning in. Also, head over to my website, queenscurrykitchen.com. There is a free, yes, F-R-E-E, free chana masala recipe download waiting for you. Do not miss out. Try it out. If you've never had Indian food, it could be the first ice-breaking recipe that you're trying, and you may love it. It's made with minimal ingredients. Because my philosophy as a chef is to demystify Indian cooking and have everybody have access to simple, quick meals that we can make at home without too much time, because home dining tables, dinner tables are where conversations and memories are made. So families that dine together, shine together. If you believe in that, give me a follow. And I will see you very soon in another video. There's a ton of ebooks on my website that you can download and start your journey with Indian food. There's also a lot of classes that I offer online. You can go and check them out. Whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced level cook in the kitchen, you can definitely find a class that works for you. All right, so I've tried to give you all the tools and help that I can through my ebooks and my classes. So now it's up to you to start your journey with Indian food. If you just want to start eating healthier, start eating better, start eating more variety, start eating more flavorful food, that's your page. It's called queenscurrykitchen.com. So hang out over there. Let me know what you think about the page. If there's any recipes that you want to see in particular, especially if it's from your neighborhood takeout place that you really love, but you're like, oh, if anybody could teach me how to make the tikka masala sauce, that would be awesome. So you know what? Hit me up, because there's a class for that. There is an ebook for that. It's called The Restaurant Curry Secrets, where you can learn all the basic sauces of Indian cooking. And along with that, I've also showcased some dishes that are based off of those sauces. So that book has already been done. It's out there. There's a book for vegan Indian cooking. There is a book for spices that we use on the regular and what to make with those. That's an omnivorous cookbook. There is a book on the breads of India. There is a book on the rice dishes from India. So definitely check out the page. It's called queenscurrykitchen.com. All of the resources are in there. And if you live in New York, you want to come say hi to me, let me know. I'm right here in Queens, and I am also in Manhattan every single day. So let me know if you want to stop by and see me. Until next time, be blissful and flavorful. And if you're looking for a party where you want to take a dessert where you don't want to cook, this is what you're going to make. The jello is setting really nicely. It's cooling down. We did not cook anything. This is the mixed fruit flavor. And this is a halal jello that we made today. All right. So I will see you in another video very soon. Stay tuned to my stories so I'll be showing you what the final product actually looked like. I will be posting it on the page and also on my stories. Follow my page, Queen's Curry Kitchen, and also check out my website, queenscurrykitchen.com. Until next time, goodbye, guys.